at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
To the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Monday night prime time. Here comes Malik Washington. This will give him some decent field position here, and this gets out to the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry. It's got us off and running.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achane. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead right away. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that. Officer down! Stay with me, Ray! LAPD! Stay where you are! We got a runner! Go, 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 go!
My name is Detective Christopher Raven. We live in a world where murderers walk free, in a justice system bogged down by red tape and human error. That all ends with mercy. A judicial system powered by artificial intelligence with access to every camera, cell phone, and database. If you commit a capital crime, you have 90 minutes to prove your innocence to an AI judge, or you will be executed.
I'm Judge Maddox, and this is the Mercy Capital Court.
Hold on, just wait a second.
You're before this court today charged with the murder of your wife.
Now look, fellas, I didn't hurt her.
If you are innocent, prove it.
I need us to walk the scene. No, I have something here. We gotta go old school. It's a bomb. Get me out of here!
You're running out of time.
Wow, thank you for that. Bring that back. Pause. Play it again. Who that is?
Do you want to uncover the truth, even if the truth is dark?
Do you honestly think that I killed my wife?
I think there's more that you're not revealing.
Still dealing with moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once-daily pill.
When symptoms tried to take control, I got rapid relief and significantly reduced fatigue. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check. And when flares tried to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief, visible repair of the intestinal lining.
And lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, lymphoma, and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. Disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put Crohn's in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point.
You will work on real world problems, not just
The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins jump out to a 7-0 lead.
and China is realizing it will actually
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Showing a little burst so far. Shows a nice ball shoulder on the intermediate holding gaps their own quarterback. Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought up by Wayne Elder Statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace of the opposition just set. Even if this quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script and play football the way you want to play your game, not let the circumstances dictate your game.
First guy, good man, no gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for his front end. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun, here's Rodgers. And the offense recovers. They get some advances. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers picked up the ball and ran it home. Pat Fryer with the touchdown. Well, they could prove me wrong, but I think touchdowns are going to go progressively the rest of this game. Starting out, we all love the quick score.
Energy exerted by not only the show just yet. Utilizing their strategy, they found Painters majority have got to do some damage.
This run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's from the gun. It's Carolina with deep down left. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers finish up their opening drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Washington now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
First down, here's Tua. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. Once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him. And playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
We have over 50 million registered users, and we've never spent $1 of advertising. Wow. Wow, that's very real. That's really how you use the internet. You're building a marketplace. Yeah. And you're operating in one of the most difficult sectors online, which is local. So he literally has to go neighborhood to neighborhood. The way we do it. So do you know how many neighborhoods there are in the United States? No. There are over 250,000. Wow. For you to do this and try to build a company on your own, it feels a little rough. It's hand-to-hand combat. You have to do it one neighborhood at a time. And it will take many years. I don't know if I agree with you have to do it one neighborhood at a time. And the reason I say that is because there are fire stations everywhere, right? That not just in the big cities, but also in the rural areas or out of nowhere. Look, I feel like you're a kindred spirit. And I admire so much about what you're doing. But the truth is, I have spent the last decade of my life building a company that's not so dissimilar from what you have in your hands. I wish you all the luck, but I've done my journey in neighborhoods. For that reason, I'm absolutely grateful. How do you open up your neighborhood with a team? I've done one ad on your buying ads on Facebook, changing out the creative, changing out the content. Yeah. What get a few more people when you say I'd love to if I had some money. I'm not trying to control your own destiny. Yeah. I just don't see a path to controlling your own destiny through digital ad spend. So for those reasons, it's a brilliant idea.
The officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Jumpiness backs him up. Now 6 to go on 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Chan, the first down carry. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. And stopped by Alex Highsmith.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every home run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Get that extra blockable along the final leg from the defender, maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Second down carry for Chan. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. First down from the 42. Staying on the ground here with Chan. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't matter first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Tua now from the gun. And he's taken down. So that's how our first quarter's going to end. A little momentum boost there for the defense. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
I'll take one. Wanted to take one. More than Mike.
Hi, it's Charlie XCX. Are you having a brat summer? I'm sorry, what is it again? Is it?
We agreed to brat summer forever.
Don't you just think the whole, like, keep having a brat summer thing is a bit cringe?
It's all cringe. Good to go again?
Charlie XCX, how do we keep this brat thing going? The labels like more brat forever. And you know what? Maybe they're right. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm so sorry. That will never happen again.
3, 6, 5, go.
We've got Amazon financing a content film.
Like this? Is it hot?
So we got the director. Been holed up in here with quite a few artists.
3, 6, 5,
Some of these elements will probably turn people off. We don't want to offend anyone.
do we do a little cue so we have a little line on it going now?
Sorry, I'm really confused right now. She's singing about cocaine.
Literally or metaphorically.
What's metaphorical cocaine?
Go.
Charlie, you saved my life.
Hold on, Becca. Big smiles, big smiles.
This is real?
Yeah.
I thought this was literally a joke.
Everybody's so desperate for me to be fucking innovative all the time and fucking cool.
Got a new green.
Everybody's like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Well, I don't fucking know what I fucking want, Tim.
Can we open a window?
Summer! Forever! My kids just love Brad.
Oh, so cool.
Is anybody looking out for her?
Delete this.
You've seen Charlie.
Charlie, you do. The second people are getting sick of you, that's when you have to go even harder. It's a fucking disaster.
Step inside this lighter.
Really?
As we set it on fire. Safety distance, 25 feet.
Why would I be inside it if it was on
And
fire?
3, 2, 1, Lay it!
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
First down. It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Receiver gets it on the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
When receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash the defense. But when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to A-Chain. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
This offense looking to converge as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The kick by Patterson is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Comes Williams on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. They will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Rodgers off the play action. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some 8 points and the lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
Dolphins 10.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They bring Westbrook Akine in motion left. Tua off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
I built Aleph with my will, my blood, my whole self. This city is an extension of my being, my body. Easy girls, plenty of meat for everyone.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Waller with the catch. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. The the Steelers calling their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. Back deep is Williams. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line. That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Connects on the crosser. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well. Into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Michael has it. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Pittsburgh will go ahead. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Slaver out as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paid dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11.
Sounds like one.
You got to work every minute.
We live for the moment, the kind that changes history.
It's been an incredibly busy day here at the White House.
The conversation, or maybe your perspective.
A lot more people are really interested where food is coming from.
Whether across the world or right across the table, we live to be there. Meet a new way to experience CNN.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins, center running back Devon Achane getting back to work. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Gives this one to Waller. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Stop on a perennial All-Pro and Defensive Player of the Year contender. That's T.J. Watt.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. He stopped on the run back to the 27. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Run for Warren here. Start the third. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Kicks right over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
A bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys in front, they gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pressure coming. Rodgers. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
A receiver skill, but he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers push their lead to 18.
Excited about the Subaru Share the Love event because Subaru retailers nationwide are giving back.
Giving back makes us who we are. It's our chance to make a difference together.
Get 0% APR on select new Subaru models, and Subaru will share the love.
Now Boswell on to send this away. D.S. Griggs to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. Miami offense headed out there now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's a chance on the pistol. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
The gun, Tagovailoa. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. The throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. Fair catch made here at the 30. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. New set of downs for him from the 31. From the gun, it gives to Gainwell. He is hauled down right at that midfield front. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On first down, Warren. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He's got it along the sideline. And he goes down a little short of the 40. Third down, 1 yard to go. He's sneaking with Rodgers. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck him at the line, no gain.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
This is Warren, headed right. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
Remaining at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Rodgers from the gun. He's still going at the 30. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They toss to Warren, running right. Shoots away from one. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Rodgers. Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Slot man motioned over. Looking for it with Warren. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Now Boswell on to send this away. Eskridge on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. Escapes the defender. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Motion a receiver left. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down, so no gain. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Achane at the middle. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
He is defensive on the tackle.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And that setup brings the offense to 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Throwing this one back in the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Pittsburgh in its offense, all set to go. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock. They're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with one. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Ball at 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers started celebrating this win a while ago. Last run got them 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Putting a receiver in motion. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them.
National University honored my military experience with real transferable credits.
I started at a community college, and NU helped me transfer on my terms.
I built my business while earning my degree.
They made it easy to transfer and keep teaching.
Wherever you started, NU helps you finish what's next. National University. Learn more at nu.edu.
On a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Trying an inside give to Warren. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
And from the Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they'll bring it down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Well, it seems like we say the same thing, doesn't it, going into every season? And it's part of being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. There's no bigger spotlight in sports. The pressure is on you from day one, and Dak Prescott has never shied away from any of it. So can he get back healthy? Can he be out there for all the regular season games? Because he's been healthy, and that group around him has been intact. They're a perennial playoff contender. Can they get back to that? I think that's what everyone around the league is wondering. And a lot of that success down in Dallas is going to come down to the play at quarterback by Dak Prescott.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Williams. He'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. 11 yards on the connection there. First down. Cowboys.
And the Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get about 5.
Josh Metellus on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. He'll try to push forward and wind up getting 3 yards with that one. He's a Josh Metellus. They're on the tackle line.
After that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pass. There are 16 yards.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on third down.
And he'll get forward for a good one. It's 2nd down.
Now at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's another run here for Williams. On a short gain to the 25. That's Jonathan Bernard in for the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time to deliver a strike. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They'll let him keep it. What a move! He's in. And Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
Okay, guys, we have one more.
Give the gift of adventure at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Treasure the magic of the season at Santa's Wonderland with a free photo with Santa. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
I open my Winn-Dixie Rewards app and boom! Deals for Derek, like BOGOs are my go-tos. So I double up on my favorite things and hear less of that cash register ka-ching. Shop, earn, save with Winn-Dixie Rewards. Rewards account required. See app for details.
We are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. DeMario Rashad there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for first down.
And it's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you might have to be thinking points.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. Quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Osa Odiguzua getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
A gain of 21 yards.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stumping that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Bringing on back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He's got it about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Here to draw level before the break.
Hoy ya me van a acompañar a armar un mueble. Y para los que están como chefis, ¿cómo así? Cuando pedí esta silla decía que era súper fácil de armar y era bastante cómoda, así que vamos a ver qué tal. Yo tratando de hacer un video estéril. Miren esto, la parte donde te sientas. La conseguí en Temu como Outdoor Rocking Chair. Yo te diría que si como en mi caso nunca has armado un mueble, no es tan complicado, pero tampoco es extremadamente fácil. Aquí estaba súper orgullosa porque soy mi primer mueble. Lo testé jugando en el Switch y todo bien. Y luego me puse a ver One Piece. Sigo en el arco de Dressrosa. Estoy un poco triste por el capítulo, pero bastante feliz con mi mueble. Pero ustedes cuéntenme, ¿qué opinan de mi primera vez armando un mueble? Yo honestamente estoy orgullosa.
It's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Good blocking, and he's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Devontae Turpin on the return. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return. The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to... Play action now. Prescott. He's got it, and it's CeeDee Lamb. And he is out of bounds down at 21. First time he's got a ball here tonight, and it is good for first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
He's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. When you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this. And his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. The count is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That's to the end zone. Where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, hustling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
And they got what they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And that one just too long to get going. Come up and stop him before the lineman can get out to lead the way.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And the receiver, with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. Shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Tobin. That's a timeout.
I love how your eyes close whenever you kiss me, and when I'm away from you, I love how you miss me.
Pain does doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
It's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's down. He'll go right back to two, but he's got it again. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops 21 seconds to go until halftime. Yeah. Now Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 41 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. That's just a big-time play.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role. Who's going to walk away with a W? First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. In motion, Naylor. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. Look at play action here with McCarthy. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball, but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here, backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Play action. It's Prescott. His pass right side. Caught by Lamb.
Brings up second and 8.
Look him up on a second down and 8. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down to the 49.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
Over the middle, it's Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards to gain on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Dallas first down. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the tackle to end the play. That's good. Gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
There he goes again. And he will get into the end zone. And Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this two-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead.
the right moment. You can't get reckless with it. But, man, they're thinking pass. You've got them all spread out. The patience to sell the pass, allow everybody to get deep into their drops. The quarterback just simply takes it up the middle for an easy 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. To throw is McCarthy. That's thrown right side, but
the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes
nowadays, I guess, you know.
Jordan came up to Sam and goes, I love you, let's make up.
They say you have to choose tech or expertise. We say, why not both? Sophos gives you enterprise-grade protection and threat hunters in your corner. No trade-offs, just win-win.
highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Second and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds. Third and 11. Now McCarthy. And he's going to come down again.
From this offense up until this point, like, I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on. Williams gets it from the pistol. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the right zone. Give him 8 on that count.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They put Pickens in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
3rd and short. Prescott. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. It's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's going to be about that time.
Yeah, but I just think they're entering the miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys will open it up even further. Here in is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
adjust. You soften them up a little bit. You take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
A couple of explosive runs here to start the drive. Now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
While this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end. And then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They're getting back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little, too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2. They'll put Addison in motion. The throw, it's McCarthy. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to end with a 2-point conversion.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts at the 13. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
6-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the play fake. Dak. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington. Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions, remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. On play action. Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of on third. They turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on fourth down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
That one good for 8 dozen. Very quick first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing it.
They bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
First down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Grant.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to run. It looked like they were able to get through that opening strip that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Lions offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground to start, and they give it to Gibbs. Up the side at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. Second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Go. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and Now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Good physical run. He'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll go play action with Doug. Jared Brooks in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Back to the third round, rookie pick, Isaac Tosloff. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got inside the 50. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the Rams' 8-yard line.
Two minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And this defense up to the task there. 8 of just 2, and it's third down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing third and 3. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The return. This is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 27-yard Rams offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up the line of scrimmage.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Here's Stafford now on second down. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
42-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That one caught by Adams.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. To throw is that one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Stafford now on third down. Open man is Parkinson. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Rams first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50
yards. That's another Rams first.
So is it half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. And we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Thank you. Both teams trying to find the score as the third quarter begins. On the return, here comes Corum. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. To throw is Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up the second down now at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second and a yard. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Throw on the run is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain 3, but that is good enough for a first down. First down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll run it with Williams, and they'll take this up past the 40, up and 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. Play action now for Stafford. Throw here down the field. It's ball incomplete. DJ Reed that time. Good tight coverage, and he's able to get a handoff.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchdown. The Lions offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives them a first down.
I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one, but after only his first catch of the game, let's give credit where it's due. This defense, man, they've held him in check throughout.
And he's going to... Taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. a nice thrust. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
On second down, Goff. Slam caught by St. Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. They send the tight end in motion. Now Gibbs. He's to the 10. And he's to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions move out on top. 14-0.
Rams nothing.
Touchdown. It's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice game.
On second down, a run with Williams. Inside the 35. And he's going to run it all the way down near the red zone.
It's a pickup of
What a run by Williams.
That's good.
A pickup of 44 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Stafford out quickly to the field.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
Second down, it's Stafford. That'll be intercepted. Picked up by Amik Robertson. And the Lions will take over at their own 14-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. To throw. Little short pass here. Our highest tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Jet sweep the gift to St. Brown. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up, thrown down.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump. Like they tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Tight end going in motion here. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On 1st down, it's gone. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball is arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll go play action with God. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 2nd time they connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Rams have it.
And with all of this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So now the veteran, Matthew Stafford, and the rest of the Rams. Trailing 14-0. Deuces line, 2:22 on the clock. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in a short period of time. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. A second down throw for Goff. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
So the defense finds themselves in a tight...
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro. She's they go. Jack Fox to punt. Xavier Smith deep to return. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to come back out. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
It is second down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll go right back to Smith. They look up again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really in a fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The tackles by Jack Campbell. Resulting in play is a turnover on downs.
The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody. Texas to Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, calling to 26. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in where William Mason started again. They can overcome those nerves and lead the team to a victory. He saw Jordan at the collegiate level and will make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Look, already running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down, Pollard again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the quarterbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
To throw is Ward. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Titans.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field when he's traveling. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. It may be only a gain of 2 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped to the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Out of the gun, Ward. His throw incomplete.
So they thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now, Ward. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker on to punt for Tennessee. Back deep for the Niners, Sky Moore. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career has demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation's too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Got the connection here to Moore. The gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Purdy now to throw. Pass complete once again to Moore. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hitting yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Play action. It's Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check him down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
2nd and 11 now. To throw, here's Ward. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. On Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Ward. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes shrugged your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's fortunate to get anything from that, give him a yard up to the 49.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. There's some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Taken in by his big tight end. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Purdy. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you're going to drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Ward is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact. On time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll start this drive out of the road. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Shotgun now with Purdy. Pass caught by Pearson. Now San Francisco will call their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Open man is Ford. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's 2nd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete to Wilson. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.